everybody, Derek Craig here with Magnus Broadheads. Got several of what we make right here in front of me, just to have them. But this video really isn't about a particular broadhead that we make. It really is a general video about our lifetime, no questions asked warranty. We still get a ton of questions about the lifetime warranty, what to do, how to do it if you got a damaged head. And we explain it, I think, pretty well in most videos, but I totally get it. This is totally dedicated to the lifetime warranty. So at Magnus Broadheads, we have a no questions asked lifetime warranty. If you damage a broadhead that we make, any model, in any way, shape, or form, we will replace it for you free. The only thing we do not cover would be if you lose a broadhead or if it's a broadhead that we no longer manufacture. For example, we used to have a traditional line of heads many years ago. We actually sold off that entire brand of heads. We don't make them anymore. There's no way we can warrant those. But anything that we currently manufacture, we will replace if you damage it. Again, not if you lose it, okay? We also do not care how you damaged it. We get a lot of emails or calls that come in, and it almost, the person who damages it, they get very defensive. And how we really don't care, honestly. If you damage it, you damage it. We're going to replace it, okay? So that being out of the way, there's a misnomer out there. It used to be, before technology that we have now, we would require you to send in your broadhead for us to replace it for you. With current technology, that's not necessary at all. You can still do it. We would discourage it, though. Here's what I'll say. If you feel you need to send us the damaged broadhead, you can do so. Again, we would rather have you do it electronically, which I'm going to explain here very quickly in a second. But if you're going to send it in, you cannot take a broadhead that's razor sharp and put it in a regular envelope and mail it. It happens. It's going to cut through the envelope. Somebody's going to get injured. And in fact, the Postal Service will not even deliver it to us. So if you're going to send it in, you're going to have to put it in some sort of little box so that it protects the people who are handling it in shipping, okay? And if you do send it in a box, you need to have a tracking number. Even the U.S. Post Office now provides tracking numbers. If you don't have a tracking number and it gets lost, you have no way to prove to us that you actually sent us one, and so we're not going to replace a head. So if you're going to physically send one in a box or some type of container where that head cannot cut through and hurt somebody, you must have a tracking number for us to replace it, okay? Again, that covers if it gets lost. If you do send it in, you need to make sure that you include your name, your address, your phone number, and your email address. We need that information so that we can get in touch with you if there's an issue, okay? It's pretty straightforward. A tracking number in some sort of box that somebody cannot get cut by the broadhead. You cannot use an envelope. Again, not even a bubbled padded envelope. Do not do it, okay? You'll have to have a tracking number. Again, your name, address, phone number, and email address. Also, if you could jot down what the model and weight of the head is, I mean, if we physically get the head, we can figure it out, but it definitely helps streamline everything. Okay, that is one way to do it. That's not our preferred way. We don't want you to have to do that. It's too much hassle. It costs you money and time to send it back. Here's the best way to do it. We pretty much all have a smartphone in our pockets. When you damage a head, just take your smartphone out, take one picture. We don't need 2 or 3. We don't need different angles of it. Just take a picture of the damaged head, okay? You are going to take that photograph and you're going to email it to customerservice@magnusbroadheads.com, okay? customerservice@magnusbroadheads.com. In the email, you're going to include that photograph. You're going to include your name, your address, your telephone number, and your email address. Even though we'll have it by the email, but you include the email address. Just include all of your information. Also include the model and weight of the broadhead. From a photograph, it's kind of hard for us, say, to tell the difference a lot of times between, say, a 100 grain stinger and a 125 grain stinger. Okay, so just put it, we can obviously tell a stinger from a stinger buzz cut. It really becomes a weight issue. Include the information that you know about the broadhead, include it. And that way we make sure we replace it with the proper broadhead. Okay, you're going to email that information off to us. Okay, now we will get back with you. If you do not hear from us, sometimes in technology, emails get kicked back. So if you get an email kicked back to you, then we did not receive it. If you do not hear back from us within about 48 to 72 hours, email us again. Sometimes technology doesn't work, but we pride ourselves on getting right back to customers. So email us or even pick up the phone and call the shop. Technology is wonderful, but it doesn't always work. Okay? If you don't hear back from us, okay, then we probably did not get your email. Okay? So make sure if you don't hear from us within 2 to 3 days, business days, then call us or email us. We would much rather have you do that, okay, than sit out there and stew and be upset why you've not heard from us or gotten your head. We will then send you your replacement head in the mail. You don't have to do anything with your damaged head. You can throw it away. I mean, heck, maybe it's a slightly bent blade and the ferrule's good. Keep the ferrule and screw and all that stuff for other broadheads down the road. I mean, why not? We don't want it back. So it is very simple, okay? Again, we'd much rather prefer you just email the photos. That really is it, folks. Again, we pride ourselves on customer service. We want to make this simple for you, and that's the basics on how to do it. So please take a photograph and email it. Please do not send us the heads, but if you do, make sure it's in a container, not an envelope of some sort, and make sure you have a tracking number. So that's it. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. Again, the best way would be customer service at magnusbroadheads.com. You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and YouTube. You can send us messages there as well, and either myself or Mike Somm, who owns Magnus Broadheads, will get back with you. Thank you so much. God bless, and I hope you have a great deer season this year.